Hello everyone, I'm William Strife, and welcome to the Heads Up Podcast. Well, not a full Heads Up podcast, this is just a tiny one, because I feel that I need to bring most of you up to speed on something. Many of you probably noticed that for the last 3 weeks I haven't published anything, and just yesterday I put up a new episode of my Fallout 3 play. A lot of you are probably saying, where the hell did he go? Well, I have a very simple answer to that. But before I tell you what it is, if you don't know where I went, I have one word for you. Twitter. Seriously, follow me on Twitter. You'll find out things about what I'm doing, and if I'm going to go on hiatus, you'll find out on Twitter easiest and fastest. Just putting that out there. Link is in the description. Click it. Go ahead. I'll give you time. Did you do it? No? Okay, well, you suck. But anyway, the reason why I was gone for 3 weeks and I didn't put any videos up is because I finally took care of something that was a long time coming. And I might as well give the full backstory for some of you who haven't been hanging around my channel long enough to know the full story. So some years back, I ended up joining Machinima as a partner. And after working under their umbrella for a while, I ended up messaging them and asking if they wanted me to be a director, and I referenced some of the videos that I did. And what ended up happening was they came back to me and they said, we really like these specific videos you did. And it was basically the first couple of blog videos that I did, where it was more like a documentary. And they said, we want you to do a series like that. So I accepted, and I ended up creating a series called Elements of Play, and that aired on the main Machinima channel back in early 2012, I think. Now, I did one full season. It was 12 episodes long, and the show didn't get as many views as Machinima was hoping for. And they came to me whenever I was working on season 2, and they said, yeah, the series, it's not getting as many views as we want. And at that point, we started talking, and we had a conflict of interests. They wanted the show to go in a different direction, and for various reasons, I didn't want to listen to what they had to say. So I made a choice to end that show, but the series ended very, very suddenly. I didn't expect to have to cancel it. And I kind of took that hard. It was not a pleasant experience. So for 2 months, I didn't make any videos, and I basically published off the backlog of Season 2 of Elements of Play. I only made half of it, and I published that up on my channel during that time, but I didn't make any videos because I was kind of depressed over what had happened. And then after that, I ended up getting my gears turning again, and I started making content once more. But something that I kind of languished on was getting away from Machinima. I had a very bad taste in my mouth after the way things ended up going down, but I just kind of never got around to leaving the network. Well, that's exactly the reason why I vanished from YouTube for 3 weeks just recently. It's because I finally looked at it and said, you know what? This has been sitting for too long. I need to pick up and move on. I want to grow. I want to do things differently. And I feel that in order to do that properly, I need to be with a different network. So I initiated the process of contacting Machinima and saying, hey, I'd like to leave the network. So that in and of itself is a bit of a process to go through, but at the same time, I applied to another network to move on. So that's where the jumble happened, really. I was kind of stuck in limbo for 3 weeks. It really shouldn't have taken that long, but it did. Now, for those of you who are interested, and I assume most of you are, the network that I moved to is the Game Station. And while the Game Station is partially my first choice, partially my second choice, there's another group that I really want to join. I'm still working on that, so I'm going to hold my cards close to my chest on it. But the Game Station is in the bag. I'm part of their group now. And the move is complete. I'm entirely finished. I can get back to the routine as normal. That being said, a lot of things are happening now. To be quite honest, I chose the worst possible time to do the transition because, E3 is right around the corner, so everybody in the video game industry is kind of running around helter-skelter like a chicken with their head cut off. So that contributed to the reason why it was so difficult to get my channel moved. Really, that's all on me, the fact that I chose to move my channel when I did. But it's taken care of now. Everything's been nipped in the bud just in time for E3 this coming week. Or, no, it's Sunday now. This week, E3 is happening. There's plenty of stuff that's going to be happening there, and I'll probably try to, make some statements in regards to what shows up at E3 this year. If you're interested in what I have to say, you'll probably want to watch my Twitter account. But anyway, I'll probably have plenty to say about what comes out of E3 this year, especially with the new console announcements. And don't worry, I'll have plenty to say about the useless X-Bone, as it's already been confirmed. I don't even know where to begin with that 1990s-looking boxy brick piece of shit VCR that they're trying to put in front of your television. But anyways, E3 next week. I'll probably have plenty to say about that. I don't know if I'll do an actual video over it. And just to remind everyone, it is a busy time. I have a lot of things going on right now. I don't think that I'm going to be putting out too much content, but I'm definitely going to get back on track with the Fallout 3 playthrough and the Tales from Skyrim. In addition, there are a couple of video games I'd like to make statements on that have come out recently, but I don't know if I'll have time to get that out either. There are other things that I'm writing that I really want to finish and actually move into production because they've been sitting around for damn near a year and I haven't finished the scripts, and it's really starting to bug me. But that's the full update for you. I was gone for 3 weeks because I was transitioning from Machinima to the game station, and that transition is done, and now I'm going to do everything that I can to make certain that my regular schedule is reestablished, at least one video every weekend. Oh, and before I forget, something that I always enjoy having whenever I do any of these heads up or updates or anything like that is user questions or comments. So if you have any video game related questions, nothing pertaining to Fallout, please, for God's sake, nothing is out on Fallout. If they say anything about the next Fallout game at E3, I will be vocal. I will be front and center about it. But don't ask me for a wish list or anything, because I like to talk about actual facts. I don't like just throwing out tons of conjecture. So please, no questions about Fallout unless something big and crazy happens over E3 where they announce it, which I very much doubt will be the case. But nonetheless, any sort of video game related questions that you'd like me to answer, go ahead, put them down in the comments. I'll see if I can get to them. And if you like a particular question, upvote it, because the more thumbs a question gets, the more likely I am to see it and answer it. But anyway, until next time, I'm William Strife, and I'll see you guys later.